Hello friends, welcome back. It's been a while since we last met and had a video, so life is a little bit busy right now nowadays, but I am back with another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. As you see in the background, we have this beautiful livery. This is something I created, so I just did some research and learned how to create liveries. So I will be creating some and sharing them with you guys on the Discord server for exclusively the SimPilot subscribers. So join me on Discord and be on the look for the liveries that I will be sharing there. So these liveries, you cannot find them anywhere else. These will be exclusively to the channel members. Anyhow, so what we are going to do today is we are going to take a look at how we can set up custom camera views. If you guys have played or familiar with X-Plane, X-Plane has a camera mode where you control and press one of the numpad keys and you can set a custom view for yourself. So how you do this, actually I am now inside the airplane, but my numpad 0 takes me to this view, numpad 1 takes me to this, numpad 2 gives me an overall cockpit view, numpad 3 gives me a view of the throttle and the FMC and the lights and other controls. Numpad 4 gives me the left wing view. Numpad 5 gives me the landing gear view. Numpad 6 gives me the right wing view. Numpad 7 gives me an window lookout view, sort of. Numpad 8 gives me a cabin view, and numpad 9 finally gives me a right wing view. So why these custom views are useful? The main reason is I still can control the plane because I have my joystick and I can press the buttons and whatnot and will still be able to operate. So let me power the aircraft and show you what I'm talking about, and then we will start looking into how we can set these custom camera views so that you can do it for yourself. Alright, it's gonna be a while, but I will cheat and don't wait for 20% for N2 and just hit the run button right now, and when it passes 30% I'm gonna start the other engine because I don't want to lose time over here. So there we go, that is going on. Let's start the second engine and they should be up and running in no time. Open the guard, 12%, 13, 14, 15, run. Now we can go back to business. Let me turn on the avionics too, because we have power to the aircraft now. So what I'm talking about is now I'm looking at the wing view. So if I extend my flaps, you see I can do that by pressing the button on my joystick. And I can see it. Unfortunately I won't be able to show the landing gear part because I can retract the landing gear and be at this view before doing it. Or I can jump to the other wing view, or maybe let me see which one is better, and I can turn on my reverse thrusts, which this aircraft doesn't have, but for an Airbus for instance. I can give power and see the engine spinning. I can, take a look out of the window when I'm taking off, stuff like that. And it makes it easier to enjoy the sim, and you can change cameras with the press of a button, to be honest. and this is what I'm going to show you today. Okay, so let's start doing it. First things first, you need to change some controls under your controller settings. So controls, keyboard, go to here, change this to all, and then search by name and search for camera and hit enter. There we go. So these are the custom camera views. As I said, numpad 0 through 9, I can switch them. And how to set them? Control plus numpad 0 through 9 is what you need to change, because this is not default. I changed these controls, and numpad keys had some other key bounds or K-bins. I'm not sure which one is the correct term for it, but you need to clear those out, remove everything from the numpad controls, because it's, I think, the rudder trim, elevator trim, pitch trim are assigned to these numpad keys. So remove those and change it to what you see over here. How to do that is pretty much, I'm pretty sure you know this. Press and then scan for a key and press the key. Do you see? Pitch down. So let's select this and go here and then press that K again. So slew pitch down. This is what we need to clear. Clear current input, validate, and let's try this again. Sometimes you need to do it twice. I don't know why. I think people were talking about this. Could be a bug. But when you do it for the second time, now it's gone. So it's assigned to only load custom camera and save custom camera. So you need to do this for each and every numpad key. When you finish that, that's where things get a little bit tricky. So let me get back and I'll explain why things are getting a little bit tricky when we do that. So when you are in the cockpit, if I move the camera, I can't pass the boundaries of the cabin or the cockpit and go outside. This is the limitation that sets you, that limits your inputs and what cameras or what camera views you can select. Even if I turn around and try to go back, I believe it is not going to let me to go there. And by the way, how you move, you hold the left alt key and you press forward to move forward in the cabin. And as you see, I'm stuck here. I can't go anywhere. I can't pass, I can't go outside. So that means I cannot set those views. Even I see the windows, I cannot go there to, set a custom camera view that makes me look through that window. It's not possible. So how I made it possible, I'll show you how. We need to do some changes to a file in a folder that holds the camera positions. So when you go into the cockpit, first thing you need to do is, when you set up your keys, this is your default view. I want you to do something like this and set a custom camera view by holding left control and hitting what was Y0. So holding left control and maybe hitting 0. So you need to do this for once before we can look into that file. So that file I'm going to show you here in a second. Let me pull this other window here. So in here, let's go and find that file that holds the camera positions. We need to edit that file. That will allow us to move outside the cabin or the cockpit to set the custom camera views. So that file is located, I don't know if this is going to be same for everybody. So you need to do some research, because my SIM is installed to a separate dedicated drive. It's not under my C drive, so I'm not sure if this is going to be same for you guys, but you need to look it up yourself because I cannot tell you where your file is located. Mine is, and usually it's under there, but just check C drive and then users, your username, which mine is blurred for privacy, and you need to go to app data. If app data folder is not visible or you cannot see it, go to view, options, change folder and search options, and go to view, and there is this hidden files and folders option here. If this is selected, don't show hidden files, select and make it show hidden files, folders and drives, and apply, and you will be able to see app data. Go into app data, and then from there you need to go to local packages, and then Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let me expand this a little bit. Microsoft Flight Simulator 8 Whiskey Echo Kilo Yankee Bravo 3 Delta 8 Bravo Bravo Whiskey Echo. This file name is same for everybody. So go in there, and from here local cache or cache, sim objects right there, airplanes, and Asobo CJ4, and this is the file we need to edit, CAMERA.CFG. Let me put the file path here for anybody who wants to have that open. If you pause the video, there it is. So this is the file path that you need to follow to find this CAMERA.CFG file. Okay, I'll keep it here for a couple more seconds for you to pause and take a look at it. So let's go back. You need to open this file. You can do this either by right clicking and open with. I have a program that I'm using, Notepad++. If you are familiar with this, this is a great text editor for this type of stuff. So I will select this. You can install Notepad++, you can do a Google search and find and download it, or you can use simply the Notepad that's built into Microsoft Windows. Here is the CAMERA.CFG file. So if you've done everything correctly up to this point, you should see some information in this file. What we are interested about is this initial XYZ equals and the numbers. So what we will do is we will delete that 0, we will put a -3 instead of that 0, and then save this file. Okay, so from there now we need to go to options, general, developers, turn on the developer mode, apply and save, go back, resume, and go to Windows, aircraft selector, and the aircraft you selected should be highlighted with yellow like this. Select that one and then load the aircraft again. Okay, so now the aircraft is loaded again. Now what I want you to do is just press that 0, the custom camera view we just set up. When I do that, voila, because of that -3, it will put us outside of the plane, but the sim will still think that we are in the cockpit, and that's why the exterior textures are not looking great, I believe, or I'm so close to the aircraft right now. So when you are outside, now from here you can set up your views for the other keys, and you don't need to worry about getting stuck in the cockpit. So let me show you. Hold the left Alt key and press, let me just go down just a little bit first, and press the up arrow on your keyboard. For some reason the camera moves forward and up I wasn't able to find the solution to this. So if any of you know how to do this properly, just let me know. But if I do this enough, look what happens. I am in the cockpit now. Now I can go here, okay, and then find the view that I like so, and hit Control 9, which was my right wing view, and if I go to 0, I'm back into the cockpit. If I press 9, it takes me back to the window view. So by doing this, you should be able to set your custom camera views and enjoy these different views, like, you know, simply turn your head around, make this cockpit view or cabin view, and then take yourself up, down, and you will see the guts of the aircraft when you do this. So just beware. And when you are going back, it puts you down into the ground, so be careful with that. Some texture drawing problems might occur when you are doing this, so just take smaller increments when you are moving back, or move more up and then go back. And now I can set a landing gear view to my Control 5, which I usually have on numpad 5. So this is how you set up your custom camera views. From here on, you don't need the developer mode, so we can go in there and oops, I'm changing my graphics settings. Cancel and discard this. Last minute hiccup there. So turn off the developer mode, apply and save, resume, and you will still keep your custom camera views, as you see. And you can still control the aircraft by doing this. Like, let me show you. I reloaded the aircraft and started at the runway just to show you. I know you can control the aircraft while you are on the exterior camera, but you need to control it with your mouse, and you cannot do it with a single K-click. So this is why I find this harder to do so. But I'm going to show you what I'm able to do with these custom camera views. So let's just start the takeoff run, and I will share with you here in a second what I mean by that. So now, release the parking brake. And we will go to the wing view. So now I can still control the aircraft while during takeoff. Even if I don't know the speed, I can estimate when I need to pull back. And there you go. That was a bumpy takeoff. But as you see, now I can control the aircraft like this. And the good part is I can do this. How beautiful is this view? So these custom camera views are going to let you do this while you are still in control of the aircraft. So let me go and set some altitude and engage the autopilot so that, yeah, we oversped a little bit. It's okay. We can turn on the flight director, heading select mode, and yaw damper and autopilot, and we can hold the current altitude.
1372, acknowledge last transmission.
Yeah, let me take care of the ATC.
Garnerville and Tower Simplot 1372, frequency change.
Okay, so now we should be good. That was a bold move, but So this is how you can set your custom camera views and still be in charge and do different things. Change your views, look outside while you're flying, while you're taking off. So it helps you to enjoy the simulator a little bit more, in my opinion. So guys, let me, while the autopilot is taking care of the aircraft, let me wrap up the video here. So this is how you set up the custom camera views. In the next video I'll probably go through the Sim Toolkit Pro and how you can use it during flights or flight planning, so on and so forth. I'm also thinking about starting live streaming over the weekends. I will probably schedule and announce it on YouTube. So if you are not subscribed yet, or if you haven't turned on the notifications, and if you want to get notified for the live stream, please ensure you have your notifications turned on. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and turning on the notifications as well. I think that is going to be it for today's video. Until next time, take care of yourself and see you in the next video.